What's up, friends? It is Melanie Lee and welcome back to my channel. A little bit of a weird topic, but I wanted to share with you guys my top 5, is it 5? Yeah, my top 5 best natural deodorants on the market. So, before we jump into this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. That way you guys can stay notified every time I post a new video. If you don't, you will not see them. So make sure to do that, and let's jump on in. Debating whether to start at like the worst or the best. I'm assuming you just want to get straight to it and hear the best first, but I also want you to continue watching, so normally most people keep them to the end, but I'm going to be different. I'm going to tell you guys the best one first, that way you just know what it is right away, and you can either continue to watch or not to watch, but if you want to continue to watch, it really supports me and my channel, so yeah, thank you. It's like 6 o'clock at night. This is my second one. Do you remember when I said I'm not going to drink coffee anymore? Here we are. So why should we choose natural deodorant? Well, most of the time they are aluminum free. So aluminum is responsible for the antiperspirant part of deodorant, which means it basically just seals up those sweat glands and pores for the scent and the sweat itself, the wet liquid that comes out of your pits, to not come out of your pits, which one is unnatural because our armpits are basically the #1 detoxing station in our body. So it is very important for us to sweat. Now I know a lot of people are just kind of like, I don't want pit stains, which is the little sweat rings. I don't know how to help you there. So I know a lot of people do deal with that, especially when they switch over to natural deodorant or deodorants that do not contain aluminum, which do not advertise as a antiperspirant, but I'm sure there's other ways to combat that. Maybe I'll do some more research on that and make it an entire different video on how not to sweat, but I, at this point, don't know. But sweating is a very natural thing that should occur on a daily basis because that is just how we push out toxins. So to seal that up is not the best thing for our system, for our lymphatic system. These types of products also contain parabens, which mimic estrogen and are also hormone disruptors. They also can contain triclosan, which can damage the thyroid, which is also another hormone regulator. Triclosan was also in 2016 banned by the FDA. However, people are still finding brands and products that still contain triclosan in them. Another huge red flag ingredient that can be in deodorants are pegs. Basically, it is an emollient which makes an even spread going on to the skin. I've been reading a lot about the low tox life, so I'm trying to clear out as many toxins in my life as I can, but also I'm just kind of trying to stay balanced as well. So going towards a natural deodorant was something I was totally willing to make the switch on because it doesn't change my entire life. Now the only reason why I was a little skeptical to try natural deodorants is that they tend to be more expensive. So I find that's also why a lot of people have the hard time making the switch to a natural deodorant. The other big concern that most people have is that there is kind of a purging period, which means as soon as you switch and you stop using an antiperspirant, those bacteria that cause the smell are now able to leave your body. So you may notice a very strong effect of your BO being a lot worse. So it may take a short period of time, I would say probably 2 to 6 weeks. So the purging phase may be a turn off to some, but if you look at it as a holistic point of view, it may be absolutely necessary. Now that we covered why natural deodorant, we're gonna start from #1 and trickle down to #5. #1, of course, is my favorite, which is the Native company. Of course, you can find these at Target. These are paraben free and aluminum free. They also have such a small ingredient list, which I really appreciate. These do have fragrance, but they are very trickle down on the bottom of the ingredient list, which I do feel a little bit more comfortable with. The price of the Native deodorants retail for $11.99, so $12. You can find these mainly at Target. They also just came out with a plastic-free option, which is a little bit more expensive. And my thought process is if you're trying to save the environment and encourage more people to use plastic-free products, why increase the price? That should be like way cheaper. If you made it like $4 or $5 cheaper, I would so much opt for the plastic-free one. Overall, I love their formulations. They have so many fragrances to choose from. You guys know me, I'm a sweet gal. I love vanilla and coconut and warm scents. I'm not a floral person. But if you are a floral person, they definitely have a lot of those scents options for you. My top favorite scent from Native is the coconut and vanilla. It smells so good. Some of my other favorites, which are their holiday edition scents, which I got in the minis, this is like travel friendly, I keep them in my purse, is candy cane, vanilla, and chai. This one is so good. And the sugar cookie. I really enjoyed these three. I did purchase these at Target and I found all three of them to still have the same formulation. They also have men scents and men products as well. And I also just wanted to go on a whim and try something different. This was the jasmine and cedar. And this one is very a neutral kind of unisex scent, which I also really enjoy. They last me a really long time and they're just overall the most comfy. They don't leave my skin feeling sticky or tacky or wet. It's just that perfect blend for me. Now I know other people may not like them as everyone's skin and bacteria and moisture levels are going to be different. So if you have not yet tried Native, I would highly suggest to give it a go, just to see if it works for you. And you can also just, you know, grab the little minis to see if you like it rather than buying the full priced product. My second favorite deodorant, and this is totally weird and kind of hard to get your hands on. This is the Sarah's Day PITTY Party by LeBang Body. It's a collaboration with Sarah's Day and she did launch this, I think, last year. This is 1.7 fluid ounces, where these ones from Native are 2.6 ounces. The price of this is $11.99 plus shipping. You can only get these online. So third on the list is from SCHMIDT'S. I don't really know how to say it, but you can find this also at Target, Costco, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and all the other natural places that sell this. There's not much that I can say about it. It's like all right. It's not my favorite. It's not the worst. I personally am not a fan of their scents that they offer. A lot of them are more kind of out there scents, and I also am just not a floral person. They are a little bit more better priced. They retail for $6.99, so that is more comparable with more regular deodorants. When I used this, I did notice it left more of a wet feel on the armpits, which I definitely was not a fan of, and it just didn't last as long as far as the odor control and as far as the scent remaining on the skin. And number 4 is from SKYLAR. This is called the SKYLAR Refreshing Deodorant with green tea. This is the scent Capri, and it is free of aluminum and baking soda. So I actually found it kind of interesting that they took the angle of not having baking soda in their product, which most natural deodorants do. So this is antioxidant rich, which helps to eliminate the odor causing bacteria. Green tea, leaf extract, and this also does have a very large ingredient list. I really like the twist to open it, and I also like that it is a round application that did feel pretty nice, but this does again leave my skin more oily than wet. But it's just kind of a weird formulation, and it's not my favorite, but it's definitely on this list because it is a very effective deodorant. And these are also the most expensive. These retail for $14.99, and for the price, I just don't think that it is worth it. And the last deodorant I would like to mention on my top 5 best natural deodorants is Tom's. I feel like everyone knows Tom's, knows Burt's Bees, that whole arena. It's just kind of a different angle on naturalness, and I find they're more old school natural. And Native is very modern and is kind of kept up with the society. I know that sounds a little harsh, and it just does not look overall appealing to me. Although, what's important is the formulation, the price, and is it worth it. Tom's natural deodorant retails for around $4 to $5, which is the best out of its category within the price. So some things I found a little interesting about Tom's that they use palm oil, and I'm just not a huge fan of palm oil. If you are interested in learning more about that, I would highly suggest to just look up the cons of palm oil. And it is actually an ingredient that is in a lot of natural products, but I try to find products that do not contain palm oil because one, it's not good for the environment. Palm oil just really does not have the best reputation when it comes to health and environmentally. It also does contain alcohol, which seems very counterproductive. When you dry out that skin, that oil and that odor and bacteria are going to go crazy and overproduce because it's being dried out. So Tom's, we all know about alcohol nowadays. Why do you still formulate with alcohol? Tom's, to be such a natural brand and company, you would think that they would try to formulate without these. So it just seems they're kind of stuck in the past and they're not really coming out with new products, new marketing, and new information and better ways to formulate their products. But I do like their price point. The only reason why Tom's is on my top 5 list is because it's still better than unnatural regular deodorants. But that is my top 5 list of best natural deodorants. I would definitely start with Native and the Sarah's Day natural deodorant. If you are someone who wants to start using them, definitely start with those two because it is super easy to get your hands on and it is widely available. They come in many different scents. They cater to many different people. They're keeping up with modern marketing. I really enjoy the look, the scents, and all of the above. Basically, it just makes me feel like I'm less hippie when I opt for natural deodorants, if that makes sense. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, press that notification bell button, make sure to click on all because if you do not, you will not be notified when I post a new video. So make sure you click all. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and I will see you guys in the next one.